Hey guys, back to another brand new video on our gaming, and today we are watching one of those animated story channels where I think someone sends in their story and then the actual channel gets someone to narrate over it and make an animation, and all of them are obviously accurate and very true and realistic. So today I thought we'd jump into one, give it a reaction, and we're watching about how this mom apparently gave birth to a dog. Let's get into it.
Admit it, or I'll put it online for everyone to see. Hi, my name's Kayla, and I'm not exactly sure what happened, but somehow my mother managed to give birth to a dog.
I mean, did she though? Unfortunately, there's too many channels like this in the world, and we need to get rid of pretty much all of them. I have no idea why anyone would waste their time watching this, because you only get a certain amount of time to live, and you want to waste a whopping 3 minutes of it on this shit. You're backwards if you genuinely watch this for fun. I guess another question I have is, who makes these videos? Like, who actually has the time and the motivation to make dumb shit like this?
And it's so embarrassing. It all started when Terry was a baby. Most babies stick things in their mouths. That's normal. But not Terry. He stuck things up his nose.
Mate, he was cursed from the beginning. His parents called him Terry.
Everything. From the leg of my Barbie, or a bit of Lego, to a dead cockroach. There's even a photo of him as a baby sitting in the middle of the laundry pile with a dirty sock dangling out of each nostril. Things only ever made it into Terry's mouth if they passed his smell test first. He totally refused to eat anything that was cold. He'd cry and spit it out until Mum warmed it up in the microwave.
Alright, well, I don't know much about babies, but I'm pretty sure some of that behaviour could be normal, maybe. But also, wouldn't most people prefer their food to be warm and cooked anyway? Like, surely no one sits there and goes, you know what, I'd have a cold Big Mac with some stale fries. I'm no Gordon Ramsay, but I think it's better fresh.
It was like he thought warm food tasted nicer because it smelt better or something. After he started crawling, Terry would creep up behind our dog, Max, grab his tail and smell his butt. The poor thing would pull away, then turn around and try to sniff his diaper. And then they'd both be on the kitchen floor, going around in circles, trying to see who could get the best butt whiff.
I really hope that's the first and last time I ever hear anyone utter the words butt whiff.
As we got older, Terry's super sense became more and more noticeable, and more embarrassing. One time we were in the elevator at the mall when Terry suddenly called out, "Oh, yum! Who had bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning?" This poor old guy turned red as a beetroot and shrank down in the corner trying to hide, while Terry stood there, grinning like a Cheshire cat. Everyone else looked around questioningly and smiled politely at us. 30 seconds later, they were squirming, holding their noses and shaking their heads in disgust. Couldn't get out of the elevator fast enough. After I hit puberty, Terry could even smell when it was that time of the month. I got really paranoid about it for a while.
Wait, why'd he smirk like that? That's the creepiest smile I've seen when someone supposedly can smell that time of the month, because obviously I see a lot of people who can smell that time of the month smile, but that one was just a bit creepier than the rest. Like, yes, blood, give me that scent.
I take extra long showers and made my mum buy me fragrance-free soap, trying to get rid of my scent. But it didn't help one bit. Terry still knew. By the time Terry got to high school, he'd become a legend of sorts. He even went as far as dressing up in a dog costume and displaying his special ability in front of the entire school at the talent show last year.
I could just imagine Terry there with the boys going, "Way, smelling blood, go on, Terry."
On stage, he was blindfolded and given canned fart samples to sniff. Then he crawled over to a pile of groceries, sniffed, and then picked up an item with his mouth and dropped it in front of the fart tin he thought held the same ingredients. When he finished, all the donors came up on stage and held up a card showing what they'd eaten for dinner the night before. Terry got every single item right. Everyone thought it was hilarious, except for me, that is. And you know how guys secretly rate each other's farts? They act like the ability to let out a decent blast gives them some kind of superiority.
Ah, yes, of course. Me and the boys love sitting there in the living room seeing who can fart the loudest. Really makes us truly see who the alpha male is.
Well, ever since Terry's performance, I've become a target for them at school. Guys stop me at my locker and say things like, "Listen to this," too good to miss, then drop a big smelly one and waft it at me with their hand, laugh, and keep walking.
Not gonna lie, if someone came up to me, spat some bars, and then dropped a big smelly one, I would probably be just as vexed as this girl.
I'm so over it. It's all mum's fault. I read online that newborn babies can develop a liking for something they smell soon after birth. So I asked her straight up, Mum, when you gave birth to Terry, did you have an upset stomach or something? What are you talking about, Kayla? She asked. Mum, did you pass wind right after you had Terry?
Imagine randomly going up to your mum and asking if she farted when giving birth. Is that possible? I have no idea. I'm really uneducated, but there is no way this is real. I mean, that was really obvious anyway, but I just thought I'd say it again because we need more minutes on the video.
Don't be silly, Kayla. Ladies don't fart.
So the myth is confirmed, guys. Girls don't fart. Keep that in your head. That's all you gotta know in life.
I don't know why she won't take it seriously. What do you think about Terry's ability?
Well, personally, I think his ability is pretty epic, not gonna lie. It's a pro gamer move, if you will. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Anyways, guys, that wraps up the video for today. A little bit shorter than usual, but earlier to make up for the lateness of last week. Link to the Instagram is in the description below. As always, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more content if you did enjoy this content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Don't be silly, Kayla. Ladies don't fart.